Hi yogis, it's me again. Thank you for showing up to your mat. Now today's practice is going to be short and it's going to serve you to really warm up your body. You're going to stretch, you're going to get to breathe, and you're going to get to focus on your body. Ready? Okay, let's begin with our core warm-up. Begin to lay down flat, keep the soles of the feet down, and then your back completely down. Notice your low back, if it's arching, pull the belly back in and tuck the tail under, and then land the soles of the feet down. Try to keep that straight spine throughout the practice, and then bring your hands behind the head. Interlace the fingers, and on your exhale, crunch up and hold. Notice the exhale going on here, and then on your inhale, lower the head back down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, exhale. Now keep crunching up and down. You got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep squeezing, lifting the shoulder blades higher, and from here you got 20 low pulses. That's 2, 3, 4. You got 10 more. Keep lifting the shoulder blades higher. Open up your elbows wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Begin to twist. Left elbow towards the right thigh. Back to center, and then switch it out. Keep moving right to left. Pulling your belly in. Trying to lift both shoulders away from the ground. You've got 5 more on each side. 3 more. And last one. Even out your sides. And then bridge pose. Lower the shoulder blades down, the back of the head, and then squeeze a bum to lift your hips. Keep the soles of the feet pressing down. Squeeze a little bit more to lift even higher. Notice your chest traveling towards the shin, but still keep some space between them. Breathe in, and then breathe out and lower the hips down. Now windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Drop your legs or your knees towards either side. Nice. Now come back to center and stillness, and then lift the legs up to the sky. It's okay if you need to really bend your knees for this one, that's fine. Extend your arms up and try to reach for your toes, maybe the ceiling. Lift higher and begin to pulse here. Really reach. You got 20. So stop thinking about the number and just squeeze the core and notice what kind of muscles are lifting you up. Try to keep your legs together, so gently squeeze the inner thighs. Nice. You got 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Into right hand taps the outer edge of the left foot. Tap. Left hand to the right foot. Tap. Now switch it side to side, right to left. Squeezing those obliques, noticing those muscles that hug your hips. Keep moving. You got 3 more. 2 more. And the last one. Squeeze your knees into the chest. Rock your body from side to side. Nice. Grab the backs of the legs and rise up to your boat pose, your Navasana. This is actually one of my favorite exercises, and I know it's tough and it's a lot, but it's good and effective. So pull your belly in. Now, if you feel like you're in your tailbone because your spine is so long, roll your bottom part of the spine so you can find the sacrum, not the tailbone. Still, puff up the chest and take your gaze where the wall and the ceiling meet. You can grab the backs of the legs, keep your hands there, or you can release and just extend. Option to extend the legs, toes pointing up. Maybe your biceps go by the ear. You got 3 more breaths here. Take 1 more. Nice. Now slowly cross up the ankles. Now bring your hands to your heart. Now release the arms by the side body, palms facing up. On your next inhale, gather up the energy. Lift the arms up until your palms touch. And then on the exhale, bring your palms back to your heart center. Full breath cycle. Now bring an intention into your mind. Think about a place in your life that needs a little bit more positive energy, a little bit more encouragement. Maybe you focus on your breath, maybe the kind of thoughts you have during the practice. Now today I'm going to dedicate this practice to a good friend of mine that has shown me true friendship and unconditional love. Allow your exhales to soften your body. And your inhales to bring more energy. That positive vibe, that love, that connection. Okay, Yogis. Now very slowly release the arms back down. Flicker the eyes open. And find your box pose. Plant the hands down, your knees are down. Your hips are stacked on top of the knees. Once you're there, begin to move your hips from side to side. Notice what your shoulders are doing, what your arms are doing. Keep pressing the hands down, so feel some weight on your hands as well. Nice. Now slowly come back to center. Tuck the toes under and take your downward facing dog. Lift the hips high. Now this pose is all about keeping a straight spine. So if you feel like your back is arching or making a C shape, bend your knees a lot more and begin to press your belly towards the thighs. Notice your sits bones pointing up to the sky like you're trying to stick your bum out. And then bring your head in between the arms. Maybe later, today, someday, you begin to lower the heels down, straighten up the legs. It doesn't have to happen today, though. Remember, it's all about keeping that straight spine. Now pull your belly in. Notice my belly. You can see my rib cage and then my belly come in. Hollow up that belly. Keep that kind of engagement throughout the practice. Breathe in and out. You've got 3 more breaths here, and I know you can feel this pose, because I remember I did too. So one day this pose is actually going to feel like rest, believe me. One more long breath. Nice. Now lift the right leg up to the sky. Once you're there, bend the knee and stack the hip. Your right hip is on top of the left. Try to pull that heel into the bum, lifting that knee higher. And keep your shoulders parallel to the front edge of your mat. So press into the right hand. Now begin to make big, big circles. Bring the knees to touch, re-extend and lift. And just move around, moving that synovial fluid on your hip. Now switch directions. Nice. Now re-extend the leg as long as you can. Flex the foot, the toes are pointing down. And then pull the knee into the chest. Squeeze it in as you lean into your fingertips. Inhale, lift it back up. Knee to the nose, squeeze it in. Inhale, lift it back up. On the last one, squeeze it in and step the foot in between the palms. Try not to lift the hands though. Once you get there, lower the back knee down and lift the arms high. This is your Salamba Anjaneyasana, or your modified crescent lunge. Nice. Now take a deep inhale. On the exhale, cactus up the arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades to touch. Your elbows want to touch each other. Puff up the chest. Active engagement on the back here. Inhale, lift the arms back up. And then lower the right hand down, left arm to the sky. Easy twist. Take your gaze up towards the left or the right fingertips. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice. Now slowly pull the back heel into the bum. Your top hand reaches for the foot. Maybe you get a swing at it and you're here, rolling your right shoulder back. Maybe you grab the foot, the toe, or the ankle. And if you're there, pull your heel into the bum. Maybe your front knee fans open, that's fine. Take another breath. This is your crooked monkey. Make sure you're not dumping into the front shoulder. So really press that mat away from you, using every muscle on the back side and on the shoulder, the arm. Slowly let go of the foot, let the toes down first. Re-lift that right arm high. And then half Hanumanasana, half splits. Lower both hands down. Straighten up the front leg, toes towards the nose if you can. Now puff up your chest. Now this is a time to grab your block if you have to. Puff up the chest. And then pull the belly in and lean forward. Noticing your hips hinging. So try not to round the spine. If you're rounding, try to press your heart forward and stay there. It doesn't matter if you're high. So the goal here is not to come all the way down, but it's to hinge from the hips. Okay, yogis, take one more breath here. Nice. Rebend your front knee, walk the hands forward. And then bring the back knee right beside the right ankle. Sit on your back heel. And then pull the belly in, lean back. Shoulders on top of the hips. This is a modified version of your horse pose. Now lift the arms up. Notice if you can keep that balance going. Pull the belly in a little bit more. Lean back just a tiny little bit. Just for 3, 2, and 1. Drop the left hand down. Right bicep stays by the ear. And take a side stretch. It's okay if you bend your left elbow. Bring it back to center and then switch out the sides. Right hand down, left bicep stays by the ear. Take that stretch. Nice. Bring your hands back to center. Now bring your right hand inside the foot. Now press into the hands and then extend the left leg back. This is your lizard lunge. It's okay if you want to heel toe the right foot out, that's fine. Now from here, begin to move front to back. Noticing your hip crease, the back leg, the front leg as well. Now maybe you extend the front leg all the way. Big range of motion. Remember, you're just stretching around every single muscle in your body. Nice. Take about a couple more breaths. If you need to lower the back knee, yes, you can. You can still move around here, maybe making circles. Nice. Okay. Now lift the back knee away from the ground, and then right arm to the sky, runner's twist. So your front knee stacked on top of the ankle. And again, try not to dump on the shoulder. Press the mat away from you. Stay really strong. Pull the belly in. Remember to hollow up the belly. Squeeze it in. You got one more breath here. And then lower both hands down. Prasarita, long edge of the mat, wide-legged fold. Now find some length, and then begin to walk the hands in between the legs. If you need a block, of course, go grab it, and take your stretch from here. Now really bring your toes in and your heels out. That way you'll get a nice stretch on the outer ankles, the outer edge of the feet and the legs. Nice. Take a couple, 2 breaths. And then one more. Nice. Now let go of your block. And then take your low side lunge, your Skandasana, bending your left knee. Keep the hands down for now. Lift the hips back and then bend the right knee. Move it side to side, right to left. Noticing your inner thighs, the length of your legs. Try to lower the bum as much as you can. Maybe your opposite toes lift whenever you lower your bum. Nice, more mobility on the socket, the knees. On the last one, stay with your left knee bent. Palms can stay down, your bum can stay very high, that's fine. Or you can use your block and sit on it. Nice. Now if you want a little bit more, bring your palms to your heart. And then press your knee away from you. Your variation, yogis. Okay, lower the hands back down, remove the block, and take your downward facing dog, stepping the left foot back, and then lift the hips high. Now from here, if you want to move, bend one knee, then the other, just walking your dog. Keep your hands really pressing down, especially the thumb knuckle. Nice. Slowly come back to center, find stillness. Remember the cues from last time. Lengthening up the spine, sits bones up to the sky. Now lift the left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and stack the hip. Your shoulders are parallel to the short edge of your mat. Now begin to make circles, big circles. Maybe switch out directions. And then re-extend the leg, 3-legged dog. Bring your knee to your nose, squeeze it in. Use your core, lean forward. Inhale, lift it back up. Knee to your nose, squeeze. Inhale and rise. Knee to your nose, last one. Foot in between the palms. Try not to lift the hands. And then lower the back knee down. Salamba Anjane. Lift the arms up. Chest is on top of the hips. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Cactus up the arms and squeeze. Inhale, re-extend the arms. And then your right hand down, left arm to the sky. Easy twist. Take your gaze up to the fingers. Don't dump on the bottom shoulder. Nice. Now pull the back heel into the bottom. Crooked monkey. Maybe you just graze your foot. Stay here leaning back with your left shoulder. Maybe you grab the foot and pull it into the heel. Take one more breath here. Keep pressing the hips forward. Avoid sticking your bum out. Nice. Slowly release the foot. Half Hanumanasana. Straighten up the front leg. Lower both hands down. And then puff at the chest. Again, if you need your block, grab it and place it underneath your hands. 1 or 2, whatever you need. Hinging at the hips, allowing your left leg to really lengthen up and soften. Keep the pull on the belly. One more breath. Okay, now re-bend your knee. Bring your back knee behind or next to the front heel. Set your bum on top of the heel or the ankle, and then find your balance. Roll your shoulders back, stack them on top of the hips. Find that connection, ankle and knee, and squeeze your inner thighs. Lift the arms up, finding that balance, pulling the belly in just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hands down. Keep your right hand down, left bicep by the ear, find that side stretch. Now pull the left hip crease down. Bring your arms back to center, switch it out. Right bicep by the ear, finding that side stretch. Again, lower the left hip crease down. Bring it back to center. Now lizard lunge. Both hands come inside the foot. You can step that left foot forward a little bit and then step the right leg back. Move side to side, front to back, finding more length, especially on the right hip crease. Maybe you extend the front leg all the way. Maybe you lower the back knee. Try circles if that feels good. And then come back to your lizard lunge. Tuck the toes, lift the back knee, and then lift the left arm to the sky. Runner's twist. Again, be aware of your bottom shoulder. Take one more breath. Fill up your lungs. And then wide-legged fold. Walk the hands to the long edge. Bring your toes in, your heels out. Find length. And then fold. Maybe you grab the outer edges of the feet, the ankles, and pull yourself closer. Soften the neck. Maybe you say yes. Maybe you shake your head no, and then come back to yes. And then land the hands down. Walk them towards the front of the room, towards your right leg. Downward facing dog. Step the front foot to meet the back. Now slowly lower down to the knees, taking your child's pose. Pull the hips into the heels and breathe in. And then breathe out. So your knees are quite wide. Your toes are touching. And then walk the hands in between the legs. Maybe your heart will come all the way down to the ground, your forehead. It doesn't have to happen today. It's just about how you feel in your body, the kind of stretch you're getting. Okay, yogis, take about 3 more breaths. Noticing the expansion of the back ribs. Okay, yogis, downward facing dog. Slowly lean into your hands, tuck the toes, and lift the hips high. Okay, yogis, now from here, lift the right leg up to the sky. Bring your knee to your nose and squeeze it in. Lean into your hands. Warrior 1, land the foot in between the hands, and then pivot your back foot flat. Slowly begin to rise up, keeping your front knee stacked on top of the front ankle. And then lift the arms. Now bring your hands to your hips. If your hips are opened up, really press the left hip crease forward, the right hip crease back, and keep bending the front knee. Now your pressure is on the knife edge of the back foot, so keep that back leg nice and long. Everything is a process, so keep showing up. Lift your arms up. Take a breath in and out. You got 1 more breath. Now slowly begin to open up the arms, warrior 2. So your feet can stay just the way they are. I like to heel toe my front foot so my heel touches directly to my inner arch. Make your stance wide if you need to and open up your arms. Now your hips and your shoulders are facing to the side. Nice long arms. Imagine someone's pulling you apart from the fingertips. Pull the belly in, soften the shoulders down. Inhale, reverse. Lift your right arm so high, stretching the right ribs. And then easy side angle pose. Right forearm on top of the thigh, left arm to the sky. Try to keep that bend in the front knee, making a shelf for your arm. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Slowly bring it back up to your warrior two. Inhale, reverse. One more time. Reach your left arm so high, maybe towards the back of the room. And then cartwheel the arms down. Left hand comes down, runner's twist. You begin to lift the back heel away from the ground. You're on the ball of the foot. Right arm up to the sky. Nice. Now slowly walk the hands to the long edge, prasarita. Wide-legged fold. Find length. And then fold. Now bend the left knee, skandasana, one more time. Your front toes are pointing up to the sky. Try to lower the tailbone down. Maybe stacking the shoulders on top of the hips, palms to the heart. Now if your heel is lifted, try to lean back a little bit more. Maybe your chest forward so you can lower the heel softly. Does not have to happen today. Take one more breath here, allowing your body to open up. Breathing is a big key right here. Nice. Lower the hands back down, back to your wide-legged fold. Now keep walking the hands towards the right side, back to your runner's twist, left arm to the sky. Now lower the back knee down. And then let your top hand pull you up. You're in a twisted variation of your Salamba Anjane. Your gaze goes towards your back fingers. Now this twist is from the torso, not the neck. So if you feel like you're straining your neck, trying to look back, don't. Try to soften it a little bit more. Press your hips forward. And then reverse. Your left hand comes to your low back, your right hand comes to your low back, your left bicep by the ear, reach it back, finding that stretch. Keep pressing the hips forward, and then lower both hands down into your standing split. So tuck the back toes under. Maybe you have to take tiny little hops. Lift the leg high. If you want movement, lift and lower that back leg. That's going to allow you to warm up the back of your right leg. On the last one, try to lift that left leg so high. You can grab your block and place it underneath your hands here. Maybe you TP the fingers. It's okay if you have to lift the chest. Try to lift that back heel just a little bit more. Okay, yogis, crescent lunge. Land softly. Lift the arms high. Anjaneyasana. Now in this one, bend your front knee a lot. Begin to find length in the back leg. Your hip crease, the left one, press it forward. The right one, pull it back, squaring up your hips to the front. Try to point the tailbone down, lift the arms high. Take a breathe in. On the exhale, bring your hands down, plank pose. Now you have the option to lower down to the knees because we're going to hold this one. Hold your plank. If your shoulder blades are touching, lift them away from you, just like you did whenever you were on your runner's twist. Now stay in here for 5 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everyone, lower down to the knees, then the chin and the chest. Keep your elbows close to your rib cage. Your hands underneath your shoulders. Stick your bum out a lot. This is a heart opener. Low Cobra pose. Slither through so your belly goes down onto the ground, and then puff your chest. Bhujangasana. Try to keep the tops of the feet down. Your hands can stay down, pressing your chest higher. Maybe you can hover the hands. By your gaze, bring it down to the ground so you have no wrinkles on the back of the neck. Maybe you float your hands completely. Keep pulling that belly in because I know you're pulling it out. Pull it in. Take one more breath. And then soften it back down. Child's pose. Press your hands down to lift the chest, and then your bum goes back. Breathe in. Breathe out. This is your balasana, child's pose. Okay, yogis, make your way back into your downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the bum high, and breathe. Now lift your left leg up to the sky. Bring your knee to your nose. Warrior one. Step it in between the hands, pivot the back foot flat, and slowly begin to rise up. Maybe you need your hands to check up your hips. Make sure your back foot is really pressing down on the knife edge, the long edge of your foot. Keep bending that front knee, stack your knee on top of the ankle. Nice. Now tailbone down, pull the belly in, then extend the arms up. Breathe in. If your shoulders are up, lower them back down. Try to find that softness. I know your legs are working a lot. Find softness on the upper body. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Warrior two, open up your wings. Maybe you heel toe your feet out. Maybe you take a wider stand. Take your time. When you find it, again, find the knife edge of the foot. You're exaggerating the arch on the foot. Long back, engage the inner thigh. Your right bum is engaged. Keep bending the front leg. Open up the arms. Now on your inhale, reverse. Left hand lifts high, open up your rib cage, and then side angle pose. Bring your forearm down to the thigh, right arm goes high, 3 breaths. Lean back with your right shoulder, roll it down and away from the ear. One more. Lift it back up to your warrior two, and on your inhale, reverse, reach it back. Now runner's twist. Rise up as you cartwheel down the arms, right hand down, left arm to the sky. Hold it here. Long edge of the mat, Prasarita, wide-legged fold. Find a breath here, and then let it go. Now to the back of the mat, Skandasana, low side lunge. Your right knee bends, your front toes point up, palms to the heart. You sit down on top of a block, whatever you need. Maybe your palms go to your heart and begin to press your knee out. One more breath. Make it 2. Soften with every exhale. Now as a transition, wide-legged fold, lower the hands down, lift the bum high. Nice. And then take it back to your runner's twist. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. You're in the ball of your back foot. Now lower your back knee down and let your left arm pull you up. T-shape with your arms. Now if you're leaning forward, bring your shoulders on top of the hips. Keep pressing the hips forward and pull the back arm. Allowing your chest to twist, the navel, the belly still pulling in just gently. And your gaze goes back without straining your neck. Take one more breath here. On the next inhale, reverse. Left hand behind you, right bicep by the ear. Breathe in. Exhale, lower both hands down, standing splits. Begin to walk the hands forward, tuck the back toes under, and then slowly lift the leg high. Try to pull that right heel a little bit higher, noticing your right hip crease. Pull it down, square it down. Out. Maybe lift and lower the top leg. Maybe use a block underneath the hands. TP the fingers, puff at your chest. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your standing splits. Lift it so high as you can. 1 more breath. And then into your crescent lunge. Slowly land. And begin to rise up. Strong legs. Begin to straighten up the back leg, noticing the right hip crease. Pull your left hip crease back, your right hip crease forward, and breathe in. And breathe out. Now lower both hands down. Plank pose. Now hold your plank, maybe lower down to the knees, and stay here. Pull the belly in, shoulder blades away from each other. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now everyone lower down to the knees, then the chin and then the chest, sticking your bum out. Hold it here. Soften your heart down. Slither through. Bhujangasana Low Cobra. Squeeze your elbows towards the rib cage. Press a little bit higher and lift the feet away from the ground. Your knees are nice and straight. Maybe you bring your big toes to touch. Maybe you hover the hands. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Soften back down. Child's pose. Press the hands. Bum to the heels and breathe in. And then breathe out. Okay, Yogi, slowly come back into your box pose. Now bring your right knee behind the right wrist and slide the left leg back. Pigeon pose on the right side. So maybe at first your heel is going to be very close to your hip crease. Maybe this is you and that's awesome. But maybe you can heel toe your foot. Maybe your shin closer to parallel to the front edge of the mat. Maybe a lot. So whatever you do, notice your hips. If your left hip crease is lifting a lot, try to press it down and notice a comfortable way to bring your foot in. Puff out your chest and then slowly begin to walk forward. Landing your heart down. Maybe you bring your arms underneath your forehead. And soften down. So notice if your back foot is cycling in or out. Let the top of the foot land down softly. Your leg is nice and long but soft. You're still pulling your belly in a little bit and you're pressing both hip creases down. Notice if your right glute is engaged, try to soften it down. Sometimes it takes a couple of breaths to really soften that. Okay, Yogi, slowly begin to walk the hands back and then switch up the legs. Left leg forward, Right leg back. Make your way and remember how you fixed your front foot. So maybe it's parallel to the front edge of the mat, maybe it's not. It's all about the hip crease here. Press your right hip crease down, pull the right hip crease back, puff up your chest, and then humbly bow forward. Allow your left bum to soften this time. Notice the back foot. Notice your foot if it's tickling in or out. Keep it neutral. Okay, slowly begin to walk the hands back. Slide the back leg forward. Try to straighten up the legs as much as you can. It's okay if you keep the bend. Now bring your biceps by the ears, lift up. Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. So lean forward, belly into the thigh, puff at your chest, and then fold. Maybe walk the hips back, maybe walk the heels forward. Find more length and then fold. So again, if you're finding some C shape on your spine, try to puff out your chest, pull the heart towards the toes. If you have to lift a lot more, that's fine, but I'd rather you have a straight spine on this one. Notice your hips hinging forward. So if this is you, that's awesome. If this is you, that's great. Keep breathing and lengthening. Soften. You've got 5 more breaths. Okay, Yogi, slowly roll yourself back to sitting. And then bend the knees. And then very slowly make your way down to the ground. Feeling and noticing each and every vertebra landing down until the back of the head is down. Let the soles of the feet land and take a bridge pose. Maybe a full wheel if you have that in your practice. Be mindful about your neck. Keep your gaze straight forward. Squeeze your bum, the back muscles, protecting your low back. Your belly still pressing in. Your knees are pulling towards one another. Maybe not touching, but just pulling towards one another. Take one more breath, very deep one. And then slowly lower it back down. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side, allowing your spine to soften. And then coming back to center, begin to slide the heels down. Keeping your arms by the side body, palms face up, finding your Shavasana. Take a deep inhale. Soften your body completely. Now, Yogi, stay here for as long as you want, as long as you need. And just keep focusing on your breath, your inhales and your exhales. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself, for your well-being. From my heart to yours. Namaste.